Welcome everybody to another H3VOD EXP. Today we are coming back with the beloved series that we have created ourselves, reading Reddit comments and reacting. It's a novel idea, I know, but we are that creative and we're bringing it to you every Saturday. Zach, how are you feeling up there, buddy?
Rightio, Ethan. How are you today? Happy weekend, my friend.
Thank God it's Thursday.
Oh, God.
No, that's not it.
It's Saturday.
Right, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday,
What do you mean?
but
Thank God it's Saturday.
don't be sad because it's Saturday.
That's right. That is right. That is right. Don't be sad.
Oh.
Listen, there's nothing to be sad about except when I start reading this first story. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Let me read this headline to you guys. Am I the asshole for refusing to return a lost dog that was clearly well loved? Well, on its face, I'm going to have to say yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say yes. But maybe
hold on.
Maybe I'll be
Sometimes-
proven wrong.
Sometimes the details go in unexpected directions. So
I mean, just admitting up front that it was a well-loved animal.
Yeah, what would be the
Implies-
possible?
okay, well, there are dog owners that very much love their dogs,
Yeah.
but are terrible at maintaining them.
I guess loving
You know what
doesn't
I mean?
mean.
Oh, that's
taking care
true.
of.
Yeah, there's a difference between loving
I
and like
think-
being a responsible pet.
There's neglect.
Yeah.
But I think if you love your pet, it's very rare to see someone actually like doing to the point of like, you know, wanting to rehome the house. It's like you are not taking care of this dog. It needs a new home. If you love the dog, I don't know.
Sometimes I think the situation, like, you know, their job or whatever, like, I had a dog in college, well, my cousin did, and we were just always at work, and we loved the dog, but, you know, we just felt really bad, so we found a very sweet home for him.
Right.
It was a sweet family because they could just give him more love and
Right.
more money
But
to
that-
take care of him.
That's a good point. You
Yeah.
love the dog so much
You loved
that
it, so you
knew
let it
you
go.
had to let it go.
That's the
actually
famous
a good
idiom.
point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy.
Dog.
It's like when Cam left.
No, we're not going down that vortex.
Well, we could
We're
afford
sticking to the
we could
case,
afford
guys.
to
You know
feed
what?
Cam, we just never
You
did.
know what, guys? I'm gonna put a pin in it, and I'm gonna throw it right on over to Morgan.
All right. I have Alfredo here.
Stolen.
I love that dog.
I accidentally
Ducky-
touched his penis, so I'm gonna have to wash my hands at some point.
Ducky, what do you think about of Fredo getting all the attention? I forgot to introduce my co-host for the day,
Oh, hi, Ducky.
Ducky.
Oh.
Do you have any thoughts on Alfredo being cuddled by
Star of the
Morgan?
show.
Your thoughts on that?
He's so still. It's
All right. Well, we'll come back to you, Ducky. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead, Morgan.
Ooh.
Love him.
About 7 months ago, a friend found a dog near her house. I took her in and called animal control. They said to bring her in and look for a microchip. She was underweight with dirty fur. Animal control couldn't find a microchip, so they said I could hold on to her for a week and they would list her on a website, and if nobody claimed her, I could adopt her. So that's exactly what happened. My dog now has shiny fur and is very healthy. She is polite and walks well in a leash. She does lots of tricks. I have depression and anxiety, and she's my support animal. She's honestly the light of my life. Last month, I joined a Facebook group for the same unusual pure breed that my dog is. I posted a picture of her in that group. A woman was tagged, and a few hours later, she DMs me. She said my dog was her dog, and she was so thankful I found her and wanted to arrange to come get her. She offered to pay me for taking such good care of her. I thought she was trying to scam me since she lived across the country, but when I looked into it, I found her IG with lots of dog photos and videos. My dog has very unique markings, so it was unmistakably the same dog as the one in her photos. My dog is a show champion and had a lot of training to do, obedience, agility, and a few others I've never heard of. She has a lot of fancy titles too. My dog was clearly very well cared for, well trained, and well loved. She said her house caught fire last year and she lost everything, including my dog who ran away. Nobody knows how she traveled so far or what happened between when she got lost and when my friend found her. She said she never stopped looking for my dog. She even had a video of my dog as a super cute puppy getting microchipped. No idea why the shelter and my vet couldn't find it, but my dog had one at some point. Here's the part where I might be the asshole. I told the woman I appreciated the great job she did with my dog for the first few years of her life. She's 5.
Hold the phone. She told her, thank you for raising my dog so well?
Apparently.
That's insane.
This is a very interesting one.
Yeah, well,
I've been going on a journey throughout this.
Here's the part where I might be the asshole. I told the woman I appreciated the great help she did with my dog for the first few years of her life. She's 5. And I was sorry to hear about her circumstances, but I couldn't give up my beloved girl. She's my support animal, so I'm not even sure I could live without her. I offered to send her pictures regularly, but she turned really nasty. I got tons of hateful messages from people I don't even know. I had panic attacks whenever I got notifications because her friends acted like it's my fault. I didn't choose for this special dog to change my life so much any more than she chose for the dog to get lost. I ultimately blocked her because she wouldn't leave me alone. Since she was listed with the shelter for the hold period and no microchip was found, I've adopted her and she's mine. I am legally in the right, but am I morally wrong? I know she loves my dog and wants her back, but I can't picture a life without her. Not one where I'm happy anyway. If I could clone the dog and give this chick one, I would. Am I the asshole if I think about myself and my health and keep the dog since it's legally my right anyway?
So she's had the dog for 7 months, which is enough time to bond. I won't judge her for that. But the previous owner had her for 5 years and clearly invested a lot of time and a lot of money into training this dog.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are we just accepting the premise that this is for sure the same dog? Because I find that questionable too.
There's a lot of problems here.
100%. I think, especially with human beings, we see, wow, that person really looks similar to this person.
Exactly.
With dogs, there's way more dogs all around, and they're like way more similar
unique-
looking.
Yeah, how
they're
unique are these
They're gonna be
markings?
2 dogs that look exactly the same in the U.S.
Well,
Yeah.
when we look at human faces, we can perceive tiny little differences
Yeah.
that other animals are not perceptive to.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But same with dogs, right? So
We just recently on the show did that whole segment where if we could pick out our own pet
Right.
from a lineup, and like
Yeah.
I'll just speak for myself. I was very confident that I picked the right one, and I picked the wrong cat. So
Same here.
And I have to say that, well, the new owner seems very adamant about keeping it, and I'd be surprised if she conceded so quickly without proof that it was definitely the other lady's dog.
They didn't find the chip.
They didn't. That's the.
Oh,
I was first. I was gonna say
No
she said
chip.
that the dog was from like another state, so it
Yeah.
was like shocking that it had gone that far. But that's the more important thing. They checked for a chip. The original owner gave proof of them microchipping the dog. If the dog doesn't have the chip, I don't think those just fall out.
No, absolutely not.
Right?
Planted in the ear. I've never heard of a chip falling out.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's not your dog. I
Well, we
think,
need more proof. Like I think
I think they
understand.
folded way too easily here. I think you know, if it really was that other person's dog, that's a different story. But I'm just not really buying that.
Yeah.
So it really depends on if it's their dog or not. But I think the original owner, as they claim to be, needs more evidence than pictures of them, cute pictures of them together.
I agree, because like imagine you lost your dog and you saw photos of a dog that looked like just like Alfredo. Like you'd be like, "That's my dog," without like you like.
But you
jump
see it on
because the
Instagram
hope would
and they're
kick
in Ohio, and you're like, "Oh my God, how did Alfredo wind up in Ohio?"
And he has no chip.
Right.
Yeah.
And he doesn't remember his name when I call
Sounds like it's just
him.
another dog that looks like your dog.
You know what would be a good test is, here's the ultimate test. Bring her out. The lady needs to fly out on her dime. That's not the new lady's problem. The ultimate test. You have the two ladies stand
classic.
side by
That's
side.
classic.
That's
So
what I
You
was
let
thinking
the
the whole
dog
time.
go to the one she loves.
Yep, let the dog
Does that
choose.
work?
I don't know, but I've seen it in lots of stories.
We
I feel
should test that with
that's
my
a total
dogs.
trope, right? I'm trying to think what
It's
like
a
cartoon.
It's a common
or-
trope. I don't know if it actually is real though.
I think there could be factors like if you smell like other dogs or if you have food on you, maybe that could potentially lead to a unclear result. But I feel like in most instances they'll go to the owner.
Yeah, why would they go to a stranger?
But it's scary to risk everything on just a random test.
Or I mean, yeah, or you could just cut the dog in half.
I was gonna say that go King Solomon with it, you know?
Clone that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Straight
course,
down the
why
middle.
not?
Or if you really want to bring it home, in Seinfeld, they cut the bike in half. If anybody remembers that,
Right.
Kramer and Newman
Yeah,
had a
yeah, yeah.
dispute over a bite.
You know, this
Or
is
no, it was Kramer and Elaine, and Newman was the judge.
interesting. Well, this is making me think. My cats are shipped, but should you like a DNA test them? Because what if that ship gets removed and this person gaslights you into saying this is my cat that doesn't have your
That's
ship?
probably a bit. I don't think that's
What if?
necessary. I mean, you could. It's
I might
kind
have
of
to.
paranoid. It is kind of paranoid.
It's like really.
Be like, I have my
paranoid.
dog's DNA on file.
Yeah.
Do you?
Well, you know, it's not like a baby, like a child, where that you can identify really easily. They're not my blood, so I can't prove
True.
it.
They
So I
can't
need to
speak.
I need to exactly. I need to get that shit on file before they get lost or
Well,
taken.
Do we have any other additional information?
I wish so. The one update was this happens all the time in the Am I the Asshole subreddit where the update gets deleted. So there is a post with an update, but it has been deleted. And I checked the person's account, and there's nothing else.
We're just going off of this then.
Yeah.
All right.
So I again, it's just from the information provided. I would say you're not the asshole, and
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, let me ask you a question, because I'm not even sure I have a good answer to this. Let's say that the woman can prove it's her dog.
Right.
Let's assume she's telling the truth.
I think you have to give it back then.
I think
You gotta give it
unfortunately,
back.
It's been less
especially
than a
7
year.
months.
Yeah, 7 months. If this was 3 years later, you could maybe argue it's like, listen, like this is
Yeah.
my dog now. But like this emotional bonding, like I get it. It the 7 months is long enough to fall in love with the dog or whatever.
Yeah.
But like you said, this other owner, 5 years, obviously cared a lot about it.
Very close bond, clearly, yeah.
Only lost it because of a really devastating circumstance
Right,
of
yeah.
a house burning down. It's not like they were necessarily irresponsible. Although, I mean, if you left the stove on them, I guess it is kind of your
She
fault.
probably
right?
thought her dog passed away. She probably thought her dog wasn't even alive.
Yeah, if we're going with the assumption
Yeah.
it's the same dog, I'd have to say you're not necessarily the asshole for wanting to keep it, but you probably should.
You should return it.
But
also
I don't think we've proven that. I don't think we've proven.
Well, I think it's better just for the case to assume she's telling the truth, for the sake of our rating. So it's
Yeah.
more clear. Otherwise, it's it's kind of hard to say. But so if it is her dog, she needs to get out there on her dime, pay for her to go there and get her dog back, and also give her a pretty hefty, I think, a payment for the care
Yes.
the care she's been doing for her for almost a year. So assuming everybody's telling the truth, and as much as I sympathize with the lady with the dog currently, if the other lady can prove that it is her dog, I do think that it would be quite dickish of you to not return it, and potentially even asshole-ish.
Asshole-ish,
And also,
wow.
like, listen, you bonded with this dog over 7 months. Dogs are fucking awesome. You will find another beautiful animal to bless your life.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's a good way of thinking about it too.
Yeah.
It's like you'll find another dog that you love. But so we are rating this on the assumption that
Everyone's telling the truth.
that everybody's telling the truth and it really is the same dog. Okay, in that case, I agree. I think you're a little bit of an asshole if you
I get it.
insist on keeping it.
Yeah. I mean, also the wording in the post, just continuously saying my dog, it would give me a little bit of a red flag.
I noticed that too. It's like she needs to tell herself
Yeah,
that it's her
she's
dog.
reassuring.
It's like she's convincing herself.
I did notice a specific line. She's like, I told her back that thank you for taking care of my dog for the
Right.
first 5 years, like it was all planned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dog was just waiting, standing by for
Yeah.
her true
Waiting
destiny.
for a moment to bolt.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ducky, what do you think? Who gets the dog, Ducky? I mean, you tell me. I mean, you should have more insight to that. Oh,
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 Oh, okay.
okay. You didn't want the pair. Ducky, come on. All right. He's chewing on it, so to speak. Ducky, everybody.
Ducky.
All right, well, I'm stamping it.
right.
I'll say you are the asshole. I'm so sorry. Boom.
Boom.
Denied.
Oh, that
Stamped.
felt good.
Asshole.
Incoming.
Toss it.
We have another one here. Second case coming right up here, guys. And we are having such a good time, aren't we?
We are, Ethan. I would say that sounds like a rough day.
You could definitely bark that again.
Oh! Oh!
Not as good. You know, we love our animals, and I hate to think of somebody losing one, but it is what it is, folks. We got to move on. Here's this one. It's just titled, I am not a nice person. Well, it sounds like you're very upfront with being the asshole.
Yeah,
we can close the case. I'll
Case
stamp it right
closed.
now.
stamp
All
it.
right, moving on.
Case
So-
closed.
I picked this one because I was watching like some old H3 videos and I liked what you had to say about like mental health. And if we do proceed with like having people send in bids for advice and things like that, this could be an example of something we might see.
What are you saying about our audience?
You know,
You've seen the polls, Dan.
Yeah.
They're,
You've seen the polls.
All right, well, let's take a look at it, yeah?
So it says, I'm not a nice person. Sorry for the vague nature of this question, but I really am at a loss for what to do. I find myself getting angry or overwhelmed over small things my partner or friends do. I don't shout, but it's obvious I'm annoyed. I go silent when I'm upset and find it very difficult to engage in anything until I feel better. I can be quite judgmental and find myself thinking mean things about people before I even realize what I'm doing. I get frustrated when my sibling calls me because I know they'll be in a bad mood and need comforting. I want them to be happy, but I'm so exhausted all the time and I don't want to deal with it. It's hard to think of examples, but I'm not mean on purpose. I actually find it incredibly distressing when I realize I'm being unkind or I'm not nice to be around. I just don't know how to change. I don't know how to be better. My loved ones deserve patience and kindness, and I can't escape how ugly of a person I feel all the time. Please give me any way I can improve, anything I can tangibly do to be better. This is destroying me.
So this is a textbook explanation for how it feels to have depression. You know, they're, not only are they moody and lashing out at people and just feeling unstable, which is something I very much relate to. It's also part of being depressed is a feeling of guilt and about anything and everything in your life. So they're exhibiting two symptoms of this, right? They're moody. They're what's the word? They're just kind of
Irritable?
short. They're short with people. What's the word? Irritable. Yeah, they're irritable and feeling guilty all the time. This, you know, this feels to me like this isn't the real you. This is somebody who's under a lot of pressure, who's suffering from a real mental illness. And especially if you think back to how the person you used to be when you were in high school or middle school or whatever, before you had all the worldly problems of being an adult on your shoulders. You probably were not like this, right? You were probably remember a version of yourself that people like being around, that you like being around people. And that can be you again, right? Thank you to the modern miracle of medicine. For me and a lot of other people, I know that therapy and antidepressants can immensely change your life. And the least you could do to start is just go talk to a therapist. And I would highly recommend talking to a psychiatrist as well. But your therapist should guide you there if they think you need it, I think. But overall, I don't think you're a bad person. I think you're somebody who is suffering through an untreated illness. That's what it sounds like to me.
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely agree with the therapy. For me, if I was to psychoanalyze this, the line about being judgmental, being quickly judgmental, makes me think this person was raised in perhaps a household that was super judgmental and tends to do that towards others, tends to reflect his moodiness and stuff that he grew up with, but is trying to be better.
Yeah, they say you don't choose your first thought. Like whatever your first thought in reaction to something is more of like what society has like conditioned into you. But a lot of people tend to really judge themselves for whatever their first thought is and be really hard on themselves about it.
When I was really in the throes of depression and anxiety, I can totally relate. I would have like two minds of things where it's like, I'm so fucking bitter and angry at this person and thinking bad things, but also like on the other half of my brain, knowing like that's not actually how I feel. And I'm distressed by just how like irritable I am and how I'm like lashing out. So there's two minds and at least for me, and the treatment kind of restores the natural state or where you want it to be, which is, you know, more good voice, less bad voice.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to be a good person. Nobody chooses to be an asshole.
Yeah.
You know, nobody wants to be somebody that people hate and don't like being around and is always mad at people. Everybody wants to be that person that's like easy-go-lucky. Easy-go-lucky? I just invented a new thing.
Easy-go-lucky.
Happy-go-lucky. Everyone who's they're happy, they're nice to be around, they're always smiling and laughing. It's always fun. That's what everybody wants to be, right? But so I have a hard time specifically thinking of this person as an asshole, especially considering when you read it, you can see that it's causing them distress. They don't want to be like this.
Yeah.
It seems like they feel a lot of responsibility for like the feelings of those around them too, and that never helps. I used to be like wanting to help everybody and being like, oh, if this person's like uncomfortable or they're in a bad mood, then it's like my job to fix it. And then like I would get like upset when I couldn't fix it. But now and I say this because of their comment about like their sibling calling them and needing comforting.
I picked up on that.
That's
Yeah, I have to do this thing now. I say to myself every day, everybody's gonna be fine. And even if that's not true, it's like my like
Your mantra?
my mantra that I live by, because it just makes me so much happier, and when I'm happier I can do so much better for the people around me.
I'm with you. That line stuck out to me. And that's another reason I thought perhaps he grew up in a judgmental environment, because also that pressure of being judged makes you want to be like a problem solver. So because he loves his siblings, when they're called, he's not trying to be an asshole, or she's not trying to be an asshole whenever their siblings call, but they want to be a proactive problem solver, and they know that they can't fix that. And so it makes them want to ignore it altogether.
Sure.
That's the vibes I was getting. I think of Jordan in his documentary when he was talking about, he was asked if he was a tyrant when he was playing, and he actually like cries for a second. He says, you know, people can say what they want about me, but I never asked anyone for more than what I was putting into it. And you could tell that he did feel bad, but he also talks about at a different point his upbringing and how hard his dad was on him, and he was always trying to impress his dad in comparison to his brother. So yeah, people I feel like are wired a certain way, but they feel bad and want to do better.
Well, I had a family member just randomly post a TikTok on their Instagram story one time.
Yeah. What's it about?
Was it about depression or
To be fair, it probably smells like shit.
mood? Okay.
Well, that's not helping.
Okay. Nate, do you want to make a point or can we move on?
We can
not?
move on.
We can move on. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution, Nate. It's nice. It's always nice to hear from you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I feel bad for this person, you know. They want to do better, and you can do better. No matter whatever is going on with you, the first place you need to go, which is true in any situation which we've described here or others, go talk to a therapist. You're obviously going through some kind of mental health thing, and it doesn't mean you're weak or bad or any type of negative pejorative or that you're weak. You know, you don't have to feel bad about it at all. In fact, you should feel good because you're bravely taking the steps you need to improve yourself. It's no different than going to the gym or taking a run or reading a book. You know, we got to do what we need to do, or going to the doctor, right? It's our responsibility to improve ourselves.
Yes.
And thinking it's weak to go talk to a therapist or whatever else excuse is the only one who suffers for that is you and everybody around you probably too.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I think it's important to remember majority of the voice in your head was put there by someone else. So
Is that okay? They're not schizophrenic.
no, but being hard on
not your
yourself, all
fault.
that, however you
Metaphorically.
look at yourself,
It's
you know,
not your fault.
it's not your fault.
Yeah.
Would
not
you say
your
that?
fault.
Would you say that to a serial killer, Ted Bundy?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Morgan said yes.
Maybe
guys.
all he needed was
You think
a hug.
he's hot, Morgan?
Ted Bundy.
And maybe the guy who played him. Did Ted Bundy fuck himself up? How was his childhood?
Was he
I don't know.
depressed?
All these serial
I think-
killers were like viciously abused and tortured
Yeah,
as children.
yeah. So
It's
I
pretty
guess I'm from that angle.
Let's
Okay.
save Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
We all deserve a hug.
Yeah.
Even those of us who have slaughtered and raped dozens of
Exactly.
people. But I wouldn't want to hug him, just to be clear, because he might slaughter and rape me.
Right.
How dare you?
In that order.
Was Ted Bundy the ultimate "Where's my hug" guy?
Where's my hug?
Where's my hug?
Oh, where's my hug?
The worst type of guy. Maybe worse than a serial killer.
I don't know why, but reading this, I assumed it was a woman. I don't know if it was ever
Interesting.
said, if the gender was ever
I
expressed.
didn't really pick up
It was
one
never
direction
said.
or the other. Even when they talked about the sibling, it was neutral. Just
I
that
feel like
my
I'm right.
sibling, I don't know.
I feel like I'm right.
I just like manly looking women.
Well, that's
fine.
irrelevant.
It's your prerogative.
I like what you said about the meds. So I found this post relatable, like in my past, and I don't like quite feel this way now lately, but I used to get almost like I used to like spiral about things a little bit. And it would be like really hyper specific things that like really shouldn't matter. Like it'd be like, why am I spiraling about this thing? Like I shouldn't give a fuck. It's such a small thing. And then my therapist helped me get prescribed Adderall. And then those
interesting.
spirals like completely went away. It turned out it was like an
Wow.
ADHD thing.
So that's another
Yeah.
mental health symptom. And that was something I experienced too with my depression, anxiety, is like circular thoughts, they call it, right?
Circular thoughts.
It's like you feel like you can resolve whatever you're going yourself in your mind. So you try to like logic your way out of it, but you obviously cannot do that. And so you just keep having like the same conversation over and over and over
Right,
again
the
in your
one
mind.
that
It's
turns
actually
into a circle.
maddening.
The solution is thinking less. Like the solution is always just to think less.
Well, unless you're getting a lobotomy. I'm not sure how to do that.
Not sure I can get one of those, but
But a lot of people do meditation and stuff and all this kinds of stuff. I think you should try everything, right? Obviously, because your health and you being happy and enjoying your life and being a good person to people around you is the most important thing. You all deserve to be happy and to give yourself the best chance to be happy. So, meditate, talk to a therapist, exercise, whatever it is. Do like this. Meditate. Yeah. Do like that. That was a big ohm.
Powerful.
So anyway, I'm gonna just unequivocally say you're not the asshole. Maybe you are an asshole, but it's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Well, hold on. Before you stamp, hold on. That was a curveball.
Maybe they
you
are
just
an
threw
asshole. Maybe they are an asshole.
I've been real quiet.
Go ahead. Go on.
Incoming.
Here comes Dan.
Nah, I can't even do it for the meme. I agree with you. I was thinking I was going to jump in and be like devil's advocate of like, what if they're just a real prick, though?
it sounds like
But
they are.
everything you said makes total sense. And the way they worded it, they very clearly are not happy about feeling this
Right,
way. They
right.
want to change. So, no,
They're
I don't think
trying.
they're the asshole.
All right, guys, we're gonna call it on this one.
Damn!
Not the asshole this time.
Stamp that shit, dude.
File that under for not the asshole. Well, Zach, your asshole might stink, but theirs doesn't.
That's right, Ethan.
Are we wiping today?
I'm a front wiper.
That's right. You learned from the best, pal.
Learn from the best.
Always wipe forward, they say.
Always
A wise man once said, always wipe towards the nuts.
Always scoop your balls, Ethan.
Correctamundo there, Zach.
And I think any therapist will tell you that too.
And I mean, talk about rinsing your genitals. Let's cut it to somebody who really is a pro at that. Ducky. Ducky, what's the correct way to clean your dirty butt? All right. Well, we're standing by. We're standing by. We
Keep an
appreciate
ear out.
All right, let's do one more here. Having a lot of fun, so why not? Right. We're helping a lot of people.
Having a lot of fun.
Well, let's take a look. Am I the asshole for throwing my drink on an entitled woman who harassed me all night at a music festival?
Oh,
Wow.
let's go, dude.
This
This
sounds
sounds fun.
dicey.
Yeah.
it's a doozy.
I mean, I know we're trying to like weigh in before we hear the details, but on this one, I don't I don't know. It's very circumstantial.
I'm waiting to
gonna
hear
be
the
tough.
details.
Yeah.
I'm very exactly. It's everything is in this story.
This could go any direction.
Yeah, it could totally.
Incoming.
Do you think throwing a drink can be like a pragmatic act of justice?
Yeah,
I could see
100%.
Yeah.
Under the right provocation, yes.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
like thrown on someone else
If
first,
she's like
maybe.
groping you or
Yeah.
physically fucking with you, or I mean, listen, you don't want to ever be the person who throws a drink on someone. It's just not. It's not like ultimately the right thing to do, but it can be an understandable and warranted thing to do if the person's being a giant fucking
It's like
asshole.
a human
100.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do want to ask at the end of this if you guys have ever thrown a drink. I'm very curious.
I've had a drink thrown in my face.
Wow.
Really?
Really?
An ex-girlfriend, yeah.
You deserve it?
Wait.
God, that's
I'll
awesome.
tell you
about it.
afterwards.
Okay.
Okay.
No, tell us now.
Yeah, tell
What?
us
This is
now.
good stuff.
Well, there's really not much to it. We're celebrating her birthday. This was the girl who was, she was bipolar. And
Okay.
she was, she was pretty grounded most of the time, but she had definitely went through small manic episodes. And anyway, she was drunk. And I frankly don't even remember what I said, but I am certain I did not deserve it. And she took her whole fucking cocktail. No, and she fucking dumped it in my face. And I was like,
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I was just
In public?
at the party, yeah.
Oh.
And I mean, it's a bunch of college kids, and it was in our house. We lived together.
Oh my God.
I lived with my ex-girlfriend. There was 8 of us, 4 boys upstairs, 4 girls downstairs. And we moved in, and we started dating after we moved in.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So it was pretty weird dynamic in that case. But we were having a party at our house. I think it was for her birthday, if I remember. And I honestly don't remember what I said, but I really did not deserve that.
How dare ye?
And
I really feel for you every time you bring up that relationship. I've been in one similar. Yeah.
She was a great person. by
No,
the way.
yes. Maybe one of the nicest people I've ever met.
She's like
but-
such a kind-hearted, smart, great person she was.
yeah.
But like, it was just,
Do you know if she's doing okay now?
no, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not on Facebook.
Yeah, you don't stay in touch.
I don't keep up
Anyone
with
see
anybody
her?
really.
Yeah.
But whatever she is, I hope she's doing well.
I always say she's going to be fine. She's
Yeah.
probably fine.
She's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I also feel like I have thrown a drink at one point in my life, but it's one of those things, it's like a hazy childhood memory. I remember I threw a drink out of a moving car once at somebody on the sidewalk.
Oh my God.
I don't know why
wrong
or
with
what
you?
the circumstance was or if they deserved it. I don't know. Maybe if I talk to some old buddies, somebody might be able to recall why that happened.
Why would you do that,
I
Dan?
genuinely don't know.
What's the
I can't
likelihood?
tell you
Yeah,
if it was deserved or not.
What's the likelihood of it just being a passenger, like a walker, a random
a
person?
random stranger, 0.
Okay.
I wouldn't do like I wasn't an asshole like that. No, it could have been at a friend, honestly.
Yeah. Your
And
balls come
just
out?
being an asshole to your friend,
That's fine.
fucking around.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully it
your
was
buddy.
something like that. I don't really
Dude.
remember.
Somebody threw a drink on my car once.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I feel like that's like an LA common thing.
Yeah, kind of.
I was fucking up though. I kind of deserved it.
What'd you do?
Yeah, I've seen people throw drinks at other cars in traffic.
It was so weird.
Are we talking about? Hold on. When we say throw a drink, we're talking about cocktails, right?
Any drink.
Well, it
right?
could be.
This
anything.
was like
I
a
wasn't
fast
talking about
food.
a
That's like
cocktail.
that's like
I was talking about like a-
That's the thing. You take the fucking drink, the cocktail, and you throw it in their face.
I mean,
Yeah,
sure.
Mine was more like throwing like a big gulp from 7-Eleven out. And
That big?
I seem to remember.
Sorry, Morgan. Go ahead. What did you
Yeah,
do
go
to
ahead,
deserve
Morgan.
to get drinks thrown at your car?
Oh yeah. I was turning and I turned wrong and I turned into a parking lot, got confused and then came back out and then somehow like ended up in the wrong lane. And then
Opposite
Wrong
I was
direction?
just like, huh?
Were you going the wrong direction?
Yeah, like
Oh
I was in
my
a.
God.
I thought I was in a turning lane, but I was just in the wrong lane. And I was sitting there like, how do I get out of this mess? And then the person just like screeched, swerved in front of my car, and then threw all their shit on me, and then drove away.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
You didn't deserve that. In fact,
no.
who's that helping?
I feel like
yeah,
I
no
kind
way.
of deserved it. I sat there for
I
a
would
while,
assume
just
it-
like, what do I do?
I would assume it was like a nice, sweet, elderly person. You know, you
Nope.
need help, ma'am?
I'm
We-
I'm like,
Uh,
oh, you're like adult.
One time, me and my cousin Tim were driving home. We went to Taco Bell, and there was this dude walking in the street, and I was like, "Oh, Tim, watch out! There's a guy there." So Tim like turned on his high beams. The guy takes his drink and just fucking launches it at Tim's windshield, and Tim fucking lost it. He's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill him." He takes out a knife.
Oh my God.
And I'm fucking fighting with Tim over the steering wheel. He's like, "Let it go, you fucking white boy." I'm like, "Bro, I'm not gonna fucking go stab a guy over throwing a drink at his car." And he was. After he calmed down, I'll never forget. He goes, "What the fuck? Did the guy even take a drink of it?" Because it was pretty amazing how much fucking water was in like a full whatever he threw at our car.
He gave it all to you guys.
Yeah.
So just for turning the high beams on?
Huh? Yeah.
That
Just
seems
turn
like
the
an
high beams on.
overreaction.
It all
Definitely an
happened so
overreaction.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom raised me to assume that anyone could have a gun.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
Just assume anybody has a gun.
I 100. My parents did the same thing to me, you know.
Yeah.
And it is not only is it safe, but it is smart because at the end of the day, you really gain nothing by being confrontational in public
Yeah.
with people. You only lose. You're an ass. You look like a dick.
Yeah.
Embarrassing. You're risking escalation. It's just all around a futile goal there.
That's from King of the Hill.
I find
What part of it?
I find raging at strangers to be like such an ick. Like if the guy
Absolutely.
does that, I'm like,
Yeah.
It's an ick.
I mean, look
Yeah.
at the date that Steiny told us about.
Yeah.
He lost out on that girl because he took her on this date, and the couple next to him, they were yakking it up, and was it being too loud or they spilled a drink on them or something? And he was so angry the whole time.
Yeah.
You guys remember the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steiny.
Like, yeah, there was a small thing that happened, and then ruined his mood for the rest of the night.
It's
Gotta
a
let it
small
go.
thing.
Gotta let
Tiny,
it go.
old tiny thing.
Small like his size, Dan.
Very
No.
small, tiny.
It's talking about
I didn't
what
point that
upset
out.
him.
are we ready, spaghetti?
Yeah, that's right.
I
You ready
am
spaghetti?
ready, mom spaghetti. Or grandma spaghetti, is it?
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
All right. TLDR. Karen at Aspen Music Festival spent hours harassing me about blocking her view, told me I smelled, then followed me to a bar later that night to continue the harassment. I threw my drink on her. So this happened over Labor Day weekend at the JAS Music Festival in Aspen. My friends and I were pumped to see Lenny Kravitz and got to our spot early in the general admission area. The setup, picture this. We're chilling, waiting for the show when this woman, probably 60s, giving off major "I demand to speak to your manager" energy, taps me on the shoulder. Her opening line, "You need to move. You're too tall and the hat is blocking my view. I was here before you." I kept it polite. Actually, we were here first. Two of us just stepped away for drinks. It's general admission, first come, first serve. If you wanted guaranteed views, VIP was an option. She backed off for exactly 15 minutes. The escalation. As soon as Lenny hit the stage, she was back. First, "Can you record with your left hand? You're blocking me." I ignored her. Then she crossed a line. "You smell bad body odor. You need to move away from me." That's when my politeness expired. I told her to go fuck herself and turned back to the music. But she wouldn't stop. More tapping, more complaining, more demands about her precious view. I lost it. "Fuck off, you entitled expletive bitch."
Yeah.
The music was loud enough that most people didn't hear, and I thought that was the end of it. Plot twist. Nope. Later that night, we're at a packed bar downtown. I'm talking with my partner when guess who appears, heading to the restroom. She makes a detour just to lean in and whisper, "I hope you showered and put on deodorant before coming here." The finale. When she came out of the bathroom, I was waiting. One flick of the wrist, and my drink went flying across her shirt. I walked straight out without a word. She turned to my partner and friend, sputtering, "I didn't deserve that." My partner's response, "You kinda did." And that's how we left Aspen's self-appointed queen of entitlement, dripping wet in her own karma.
This lady doesn't actually think I think she's just trying to brag.
Yeah.
I hate
yeah.
the way this person writes.
I agree.
She's literally just told us, and then everybody stood up and clapped.
I literally wrote that in the doc. You'll see
Yeah.
if you.
I mean, as she tells the story, this person was obviously an obnoxious
Yeah.
B word, as she said.
There's one reply. Do you want me to read it?
Sure, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So someone in the comments asked, why does it matter that it was an Aspen Music Festival?
Right.
You're the asshole. I know it
Ooh.
already. They responded, Aspen is famous for cowboy hats, where they're literally selling them at the venue and then getting mad at someone for wearing one.
Okay, this is actually important
record-
information because I was going to bring up the hat situation.
That's a thing in Aspen?
I thought
Well, I
Dan
don't
would find it relevant.
I guess I'm just taking their word for it, but the hat situation
Let's fact check
was
that.
let's fact check it. Okay. Well, it's the JAS Festival in Aspen, so that's the Jazz Aspen Snowmass is what it's
That's
called.
not a cowboy hat event.
Jazz Aspen Snowmass.
It might be. Lenny Kravitz sings American
Lenny.
Woman.
Well, there's Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, yeah, American
Hold on.
great folk hero, Lenny Kravitz.
So this appears to. This is a. Am I correct in asking this is a recent event? Because I'm seeing this music festival with Lenny Kravitz took place in August, Labor Day weekend. So just a couple weeks ago. Is that right?
Yeah, it was over Labor Day.
Okay, perfect. So
Yes,
so this is the concert. So Luke Combs was playing. Now he is a big country guy, right?
Yes, I believe so. Luke
Okay,
Combs,
so
yeah.
this is at least in part a country concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
ChatGPT
the
is
cowboy thing
corroborating
kind
your
of checks
info.
out.
They're saying there's a well-known store there called Kimosabe in Aspen
Oh.
that specializes in luxury cowboy hats. People go there to buy custom hats, and
That's where I shop.
yeah, I mean, that's the Kimosabe. What the fuck? But yes, wearing cowboy hats in Aspen is definitely a thing, and it's
Here-
gotten more popular in recent years. Let's
Look at this picture I just found. That's a
my
lot of
God.
cowboy hats.
Is it? I see 1, 2.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4,
I see them everywhere.
5. I mean, it's that vibe. It's that
If
vibe.
you go
for
to
sure.
any crowd, though, like get a picture of any anonymous crowd. I mean, there's gonna be cowboys in the audience.
No,
How
like
many
that.
cowboys are you seeing on a daily basis?
Yeah, that was a decent
I'm just saying, at a gathering like that,
Well, here's why I brought all of it back up is because there was this detail about the person complaining about the hat, and they weren't really specific about it. Now, hat is a broad term. There's a lot of types of hats. I
Right.
don't think a cowboy hat is, it's not the lowest profile hat by any means, but it's not like wearing like a fucking 10-gallon crazy ass.
maybe they're wearing a
People
stuff-
dress up crazy to concerts. You know what I mean? It could have been like a huge fucking hat.
Could have been
in
an
which
Abe
case-
Lincoln stovetop.
Yeah,
hat.
stovepipe hat or whatever. And you're wearing that at a concert. Yeah, you're an asshole. But if you're just wearing a cowboy hat in an outdoor concert, you can't really be faulted for that.
Yeah, they have a bluegrass Sundays for
There you
like
go.
locals at this place, and
It's at
I
least
sent
in
a
part-
picture. There's a bunch of cowboy hats there.
It does seem like it's the vibe. So I'm not.
It's a
gonna hold that
little
against-
wild, it's a little strange when you're at home out on the range. When you can't put them in, but you can't hold on. Yeah, look at them hats. These aren't even cowboy. These are more like
Yeah, some of them are just like
these are like plantation hats. Like, oh, hand me that iced tea there, sweetheart.
I say.
I have some molasses. on
Suffering
my tongue.
succotash.
Yeah.
But okay, there's lots of hats.
There's
Although,
lots of
yeah,
hats.
non-offensive, not really obstructive.
Not
hats.
in any way something that you could reasonably expect somebody to take off because you demand it. You know what I
The
mean?
hat is not the thing blocking your view.
Yeah.
It's their
Just
head.
move.
probably.
Here's,
Yeah.
Right.
here's what this lady should have done. Step to the side.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel particularly qualified to comment on this as a frequent concert goer in my life. I have been to hundreds of concerts in my life, and this is an issue with concerts. Is that not everybody is the same height, and depending
Yeah.
on the venue,
It happens.
It happens, and so
Kids stop.
I'll say right now, I am leaning towards everyone's an asshole here judgment.
Yeah, and to
I think this person was very over the top
Yeah.
with how obnoxious they were being about it, but it also is very simple to just step out of the way. Like like there
They
are
could have both compromised.
like accommodations can be made, and especially if you are a taller person, like. At a concert like that, it's a little bit of your responsibility to at least be aware to the extent that you can.
with
of,
great
like, if
height
there's a
comes great
particularly-
responsibility.
Because here's the reality. This whole situation could have been likely diffused if they just swapped spots.
If either
Yeah.
one
It's
of them
not actually
made
making a huge
compromise.
difference. You could be 1 foot further back from the stage and let this person get ahead of you.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think it's presumptuous of the lady to even tap on her and be like, "Excuse me, you're too tall. I need you to stand to the side"? Because if that was to me, it's like, well, why don't you stand to the side? I'm enjoying the concert. Why are you bothering me, weirdo? You're saying they're all an asshole.
Yeah, so I think I'm definitely leaning towards there's two assholes here because obviously as the story goes on, I mean, like y'all mentioned, like the way the story was told was insanely cringe and annoying. And I frankly,
I think she was more provocative than she's letting on.
I feel like this might be the next morning in the shower fantasizing about what you wish you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You think she just got dissed and never threw the drink?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I have a couple thoughts about this. I feel like throwing the drink is more acceptable when it's like an in the moment thing that you're doing before you realize you're doing it.
Premeditated.
It was premeditated.
Premeditated is crazy.
I was going to bring
That's
that up
that's
too.
interesting.
100%.
To wait until they come out of the bathroom is crazy to me. Like if she had been like, also it's interesting to me that you guys are assuming this is a woman. I guess based on the bathroom thing, it'd be super creepy if
If it was a guy doing this, that would be even weird. That would be super weird. That would be too weird.
I just assumed it was a guy because of the height thing.
don't
My other
know.
thought is like I'm pretty short and I just like never see concerts and like that's just fine. It's just like a fact of life and I it's tempting to get mad at people, but like you can't. Like it's like they got there, they're tall, they can't help that they're tall.
Well, have you
know?
ever asked to like swap spots or ask if you could move in front of somebody?
I would be.
Never, but I'm not.
I would be
big
horrified to
concert
ask that.
Yeah, same.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's
Especially if
that
you're like,
uncommon
can you
or
stand
rude.
behind me? Can I have the better position? It's like-
Yeah, and when there's like music blasting too, it's
If you say it in a really nice, if you tap on somebody's shoulder and it's like, I'm so sorry, I'm just really short and I can't see. Would you mind could we just do a little shimmy past each
But
other?
Maybe
Fine.
if they
Always a
ask
tall
the way
person
you
in
just
front of them.
did with their hands like that, then maybe I'd be
You
more
gotta
considerate.
ooh.
They're like,
You
I'm
gotta
just-
ooh it.
Look, at the end of the day, the lady in back, all she had to do was this.
Yeah, that probably would
And
work.
same for the other lady too. She could have just been like,
Yeah, sure.
just a
How
little.
dare ye?
And my other thing I noticed is this person is saying that the poster said that they followed them to the bar, and I'm like, are
That's
you
a-
sure that they followed you, or did you just happen to end up at the same
That's
bar?
a big presumption.
Yeah.
That this person was stalking you afterwards. I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know.
Everything about the way they told the story is just giving red
flag.
flags.
I
all over
agree.
it.
I agree.
Do you ever
But
have a friend
but-
that tells stories like this, and you have to be like, well, you know, they didn't necessarily follow
You mean friends that lie
you know?
about everything?
Or like they
It's
like
been a
just
while.
assume that like the world is against them when they're telling the story.
It's been a while since I knew someone like that, to be honest. I did know people like that in college.
Yeah.
But it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, obviously, right, to be that person because everyone's like, oh, they're constantly lying.
Yeah.
I had a very close friend in high school. One period of time, like one of my closest friends, and I slowly cut him out of my life because just over time it became apparent that he just lied all the time. He just lied.
Leaving my
Inconsequential
friendship.
shit. Just making up like, oh, this thing happened to me yesterday, and over time it just like started to add up that it's just like you're literally always lying.
It's a
to me.
condition at that point.
I
Which
genuinely think
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was probably going
I mean,
on
there
for
is
me.
a condition. Pathological liar is
Yeah.
an actual condition. People overuse it, but it is a clinical thing.
I mean, if anybody I've ever met in my life that was the case for, it would have been this guy. Because
Interesting.
it was just like, again, bizarre things that it I guess just to seem impressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
I guess
I have
that's
one too.
where it was coming from. But
I actually do have one.
Go ahead, Nate.
go ahead, Nate.
If that is
Uh,
you talking,
That is me talking. No, I worked with a guy in a catering company. He would just lie about everything. But the worst part was that he would say he cooked all the food. He was like, "Oh yeah, I made everything here. I baked all the cookies. I made all the
That's
food."
interesting.
And then
That's
he would tell
strange.
people that he was like Will Smith's private chef. And I'm like,
See, there
no
was a
one
lot of that kind of
believes you,
stuff
bro.
too.
Like, why would
Yeah.
you lie about that?
My friend, it wasn't necessarily on that level of like unbelievable, but yeah, he would just say stuff, usually about like his parents or like family members, you know, were like the heir to this fortune in this country or something. And
Prince.
just like, yeah, it's just
Nigerian prince.
like, none of this
Yeah,
is real.
dude,
What
the
are
level
you
of
talking about.
the level of commitment from these people is very interesting.
Yeah.
My friend like that said he had a girlfriend, a long-term girlfriend that we never met, and he just kept saying it. And one day he's like, "I got a engagement ring," and he showed me and some of our other friends, and we're like, "Oh, okay, so we're finally gonna meet her." And he's like, "Yeah. We never met her."
Oh,
We
boy.
found the ring in his bag like fucking 3 months later after saying that she said yes and they were gonna get engaged and shit. It was
That's
fucking
so sad.
That's the
embarrassing.
classic girlfriend at the other school.
yeah.
Yeah.
I knew a guy in high school like that, and he just said the girlfriend died.
That's bold.
No, he got upset at me because he's like, "Why aren't you upset about it?" And I was like, "I don't know, because I don't know her."
Maybe she did die though, Nate. Did you consider that you
Maybe you were the asshole.
you should have been feeling bad for
Nah,
your
she
friend?
wasn't real.
If
Trust
she
me.
was real, your friend probably killed her. That sounds crazy.
Right.
At
Well, I-
Trader Joe's, I had a coworker who would lie just to like start gossip. Like he'd be like, "This coworker is having sex with this coworker, and
See,
this
that's-
coworker's married to this."
That's bad.
That's
Yeah.
way worse when it's about other people. The guy I knew, it was never really like about that. It wasn't making up lies about other people. It was lying about themselves constantly, which like is less harmful, but also annoying.
Very annoying, and
embarrassing.
it makes you not trust the person.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
What's
obviously.
the difference between just a pathological liar and just somebody like who lies all the time?
Because
Pathological liar is someone who tells lies constantly for like no reason about
Yeah.
like, inconsequential things.
Oh, it's
they
a
tell big
compulsion.
lies
That's
and
like a
small lies.
compulsion, yeah.
It's like they can't help it.
yeah.
Well, anyway, I think we can wrap this one. I think everybody's
Incoming.
feeling it. Everybody's the asshole, right?
That's where my vote is.
I'm gonna
Everybody
stamp
on
it.
board with that?
Yes.
Does the council approve?
Yes.
All right. Everyone's a freaking asshole. There it is.
Everybody
Nice.
asshole.
Well, folks, it's Saturday, and we are back with another Reddit stories and having so much fun. And thank you for joining us.
Having so much fun.
We've had so much fun. In
We
fact,
have.
Some might say it's illegal. I say we're riding that line of fun. Zach, did you have fun today?
I had a grand old time. I saw a cock and I wiped my ass.
All right. That's everything right there, bud. Well, I hope y'all have a great weekend at home. Appreciate you being here, and we'll see you on Monday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Ta-ta for now.
That's me.
And me.
Ah! All right, nice.
All right. Now you can cut it.
Please silence your cell phones now. It's not live, it's on demand. VOD H3 videos on demand.